And good evening, and welcome to Counsel of the Day with Shanrae. And I am Shanrae. We are on week 3, part 2 of our Dare to Dream sessions for the month of November. We have been in, I wanted to end this year of 2022 just encouraging the viewers on Dare to Dream. Most people are preparing, like I've been saying, they're preparing for their New Year's resolution, whatever it may be. And I want to encourage the viewers, along with myself, rather than having a New Year's resolution, we're going to make it a New Year's reality. So we're on Dare to Dream, week 3, part 2. This week's subtitle is a career. Dare to dream in your career's education. So the first week we talked about dare to dream travel. Week number 2, we talked about dare to dream a new skill or activity, which I stepped out on faith and I purchased a sewing machine. Something I always wanted to learn how to do was to sew, to be able to sew my own clothing for my body type. And then this week we're talking about those people who've been wanting to maybe move into a different career, or maybe learn something, a new kind of skill that will add on to their career, and just stepping out on faith and doing that. So before we get started, let me move on because I want to. I'm a degree counselor. I have acquired my degrees. Let me show you my bio, my short bio. And I've acquired a dual degree, BS degree in psychology and organizational management from Ashford University. My great passion is bringing healing to people who have been through traumatic or stressful experiences. And we all know that when people are experience trauma or severe life stresses, it's not uncommon for people's lives to begin to unravel. So I help clients who include children, adults, and families to find healthy perceptions of themselves and to strengthen their relationships so they can know themselves as peaceful, complete, whole, and safe. So that's my short bio. Let me move on to my website disclaimer before we get started. Please be aware that due to the nature of the technology that I'm using, there can be no assurance of confidentiality when using this online service. It should also be noted that due to changes in policies, that all replies are to be used as advisory and informational only and will not constitute an official determination. Good evening, Alicia. Information provided by myself or other counselors and or counseling services are subject to the limitations of current and available material, but the final responsibility for successfully achieving a goal rests with you, the individual. Information online is designed to be helpful. However, this information does change frequently, and it is recommended that clients or individuals will consult with another physician, another specialist, and or religious leader to aid you in your overall behavioral wellness. Now, I'm a Christian counselor, and the scripture that I chose for the month, let me magnify this a little bit so you can see it. It's Deuteronomy 31:6. And it says to be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified because of them. All right. For the Lord your God goes with you. He will never leave you nor forsake you. But my main point with this is to be strong and courageous. Do not be afraid or terrified. All right. So let's move this on because this 30 minutes goes by quickly. Let me open it a little and then I'm going to close it back. So tonight, the definition that I'm going to highlight is education. And the definition of education that I chose, it says information about or training in a particular field or subject. Education. All right. Good evening, Aunt Mary. How you doing? So let's move on to the key points. This is what we're going to be talking about tonight. The key points. Let me magnify it a little bit so you can see it. And it says the first key point is how to unleash yourself and unleash your creativity. Number 2 is knowledge plus information equals ideas. Number 3 is how to educate yourself every day. And number 4 is 5 awesome mediums that will get you started on moving into a new career path. And of course, our takeaway and our quote will be, I will always end with that. All right, so let's move this along. This is an open forum. If you have any questions or if there's any life scenarios, this is an open forum. I will you can put it in the comment section. I will pause and bring attention, highlight the questions that you're asking, or even a life scenarios that you maybe experienced concerning this topic tonight with this session. Number 1, how do you educate yourself and unleash your creativity? So the theorist who did the research on this, their name is Mr. Patrick Ed Blad. I'm just gonna say Patrick. Hey Helen, how you doing? Okay, so Mr. Patrick said that when he was in elementary school, his classmates were assigned to read a book called Goodnight, Mr. Tom. I actually remember that book. So as he was researching the article, the book actually looked pretty good, but at the point in time that he really didn't have any intentions of reading the book. Okay, he said, to tell you the truth, he went out of his way to find a way to pass the assignment without having to crack open the book at all. So in other words, he was going to get other people's opinion of the book that what they read. He said this was his standard practice for all educational materials that came his way and that did not immediately spark any interest with him. And we're talking about the theorist now, Mr. Patrick. He said he usually found ways to effortlessly pass these assignments by skimming the most important sections and then make it seem like he had put in more time and effort than he actually did. So little did he know how much he was damaging his creativity and limiting his understanding of the world by, just in layman's terms, like a kind of low-key cheating. That's what he was doing. I'm sorry, he was low-key cheating. So knowledge plus information equals ideas. All right? Knowledge plus information equals ideas. And this is by Mr. Thomas Huxley. He said, try to learn something about everything and everything about something. I love that saying. Try to learn something about everything and everything about something. So nurturing our minds with new knowledge and information is crucial for our creativity. I agree. Okay, so an idea or an insight starts to happen when you take your current knowledge and then combine it with some new information. An idea. Oh, okay. This simple formula shows that it's impossible to create an idea from nothing, which we all know that a lot of us are grown enough to understand that it is very hard to create anything or to come up with a new idea without any type of new knowledge. So knowledge about glass, for example, the ability of lenses to break light, and knowledge about how the eye works led to the invention of the eyeglasses. Y'all see, I'm wearing them. A lot of people have to wear glasses. I have to read them to see. I have to wear them, to read and to see, So all ideas have emerged when someone has combined their current knowledge with new information. This is why it's so important to gather a variety of different types of knowledge And the more knowledge that we have, the more building blocks that we have to combine our new information with. So you need knowledge to grow your mind. Again, a lot of us are grown. We've lived a lot of life experience, been through a lot of life experiences. And one thing we have learned that one way or another, whether it's in your job, it's in school, it's in your personal life with your family, you more knowledge you have, the more knowledge you have on a personal level about somebody, the easier it will be to have a relationship with them. So knowledge is power. Excuse me, give me one moment. I'm going to turn my little ring light on. One moment. Oh, here we go. Oh, well, I guess I don't need it. I guess I don't need it. So now we're coming to the part how to educate yourself every day. How do we educate yourself every day? All right. So the following 3 small habits are very helpful when you want to become better self-educated. Number 1, always look stuff up. And we are living in an information age right now. Most of us grew up before social media, before everybody had their hands on laptops and computers, or our Samsung phones or our iPhones. We had to do it the old school way. Anything we needed to learn, we went to the library and we researched it that way. So now it is so much easier now for everybody. If you can get your hands on a cell phone, if you don't have a laptop, then you can learn anything. Okay. So if you come across a word or reference that you don't even understand, we can look it up. If you have a smartphone, this is what I was saying. This is so super easy to do. If you have a dictionary or encyclopedia ready to go, I mean, which that basically is your phone, a dictionary or encyclopedia ready to go. Okay, like Wikipedia or dictionary.com. So make it routine to learn something new and reference it every single day. Okay, so that's number 1. Always look something up. This is one way you can educate yourself every day. Number 2, set aside 15. It said the Mr. Patrick said on here, the theorist said, set aside 15 holy minutes. Okay. I like that. Set aside 15 holy minutes. Ideally, the same time every day. No matter how hard pressed you are for time, you can always find 15 minutes out of the day. Make this the time that you spend on your self-education every single day, and find an enjoyable way for you to learn. For example, or some to come up with, and then to get to start working on yourself. So I like that. Number 2 says set aside 15 holy minutes. I like that. And we know 15 minutes come and go like that. So we can set aside. I don't care if you do it before you go to bed at night. If you want, we can learn something new every single day that will help us in life. Leisha said research is the key, and she said she used Siri all the time. Yes, that and Alexa. Siri and Alexa, you can, if you have those. But I talked in my phone, Google. I ask Google questions all the time. Google, blah, 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 especially when it comes to like math. I will always ask Google, what is the percentage of blah, 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 like that. So these are 3 ways that you can quickly educate yourself in 15 holy minutes, like the theorist Mr. Patrick said, a day. Now, here are 5 awesome mediums that we can help us to get started with this. And it says here's a non-exhaustive list of great resources that you can use to educate yourself. Number 1 are blogs. We know that blogs, she said Siri, we know that blogs are very, very, very popular at this time. So it says some of the smartest and most inspiring people out there regularly post their best work and ideas on their blogs for the world to see. And this is all for free. So if you like Mr. Patrick was saying, if you like his work, you can absolutely check it out. And these are some different things that he's given examples of. If you want to look up, it said Ramit Sethi will teach you to be rich and have a rich life. I'm going to actually look up Mr. Ramit Sethi when it comes down to finances. James Clear, like Clear, Clear. Mr. Hey, Ann, how you doing? James Clear shows you, he can show you how to master your life by mastering your habits. Oh my God. I'm definitely going to do this one too, because everybody has poor habits that they need to kind of learn how to step away from and then build up the better habits. So James Clear will teach you how to master your life by mastering your habits. Again, number one is Ramit Sethi, Ramit Sethi, Sethi. He will teach you to be rich and to have a rich life. Leo Babauta, let me spell that. Leo, Leo Babauta, Babauta, is the king of simplicity and minimalism. Simple as that. Okay. Tyler Tovurin. And let me spell that. Tyler, Tyler, and Teveron. So it's Trvoren. He shares scientific strategies for winning at life and at work. I like that. And then we have Derek Sivers, Derek, that Derek, Derek, Sivers, Sivers. And he writes about entrepreneurship, philosophy, and a bunch of other interesting things. So these are four different, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. These are 5 different authors that or blogs that we can look into to kind of help us in areas that maybe we want to educate ourselves a little better on. And then it says, Mr. Patrick out there, it says he reads tons of blogs, but these are the only ones that he never miss a post from. He says, so if you haven't already, now it's time to get a Feedly account, Feedly account, and start regularly reading awesome blogs. I'm gonna actually do my account as well. Make sure you add, he said the 5 above. Okay, you won't be disappointed. He said, so add a 5 with it. Okay. So now number 2 is online courses. The reality used to be that college courses were the only available to people who could afford and attend colleges. And y'all know I told y'all my story. I went to college later in life. I started out when I graduated high school and couldn't stay in school because I couldn't acquire the loans that I needed to stay in when I was younger. Wound up going back to college when I was very much so an adult. And so I acquired my degrees later on in life. All right. But number 2 talks about how college used to be the only way that people, was really the only way for people to get their foot in the doors with certain things. But nowadays, you can take these courses online and for free. How sweet is that? The author was saying. And here are 3 resources that you can check out. Number 1 is Khan Academy. I've researched Khan Academy years ago. I love their free online courses that they offer. Okay, Khan Academy has free world-class education available to anybody, anywhere. Their subjects include math, biology, physics, chemistry, and much more. Coursera. Now, I've heard of Coursera. I haven't really researched or looked into that. Lisha said yes, online. I haven't tapped into Coursera, but I do know about Coursera. And it says partner up with they partner up with top universities and organizations worldwide, and they offer courses for anybody to take. Whatever you're interested in, there's a good chance that you'll find that course on Coursera. All right, it's Coursera, Coursera. And the last one is Udemy, Udemy. Now, I've taken courses on Udemy. I've invested in those, and it is the largest destination in the world for online courses with over 16,000 courses and more than 3 million students. Okay, now I can vouch for Udemy again, because I've taken Excel. I needed to learn about Excel for a job. I didn't know anything about Excel. I wound up paying $5 for a course that was just $5. And it came with so many different segments to it. I still haven't finished all my segments with that. But I can tell you firsthand about Udemy. I really like it. They offer great courses. If you want to learn about, and it's in any area, any subject. All right, number 3 says talks. So the first one were blogs. Number 2 are online courses, and he pointed out Khan Academy, Coursera, and Udemy. And the third one is talks. So the finest minds in the world regularly present their best ideas on talks and seminars, and that are readily available to you in formats ranging from a couple of minutes to several hours. So here are Mr. Patrick's favorite ones. TED Talks. I have sat in seminars online on YouTube with TED Talk. And TED Talk is where the world's finest experts share their ideas in short, powerful talks, like for 18 minutes or less. 99U. I've heard of 99U. I haven't been on it yet. And 99U features inspiring talks from experts to help you be more productive, better organized, and then Mr. Patrick said a kick A leader. Then it's Talks at Google. I need to look into that. Talks at Google. All right. And these are shares the recordings of guest speakers at Google. Some of the world's greatest authors, musicians, innovators, and speakers of all stripes share their stories and their ideas on talks at Google. Number 4 is audiobooks. Okay, so this resource might just be the number one way that he learns stuff. And this is Mr. Patrick, the author of this. He said, thanks to audiobooks, he always finishes at least 2 books every month, even if for some reason he gets off track from his reading habits. Okay, so since he's very happy with that, this is what he's going to recommend: Audible. He said you can use Audible on your iPhone, Android, or MP3 player and choose from more than 150,000 titles. And then, of course, podcasts. Podcast is an awesome alternative to audiobooks. So no matter what you're into, there's very likely an expert is talking about the subject right now on a podcast. If y'all have Spotify, they have a whole section of podcasts on there. And it's just easy, just a click of it, just listen. And whatever subject that you're interested in, I'm quite sure they have it. Leisha said, this is good information. And she said her Kindle Fire is her best friend. I know that's right. Okay, yeah. We like to read. I love to read. Again, we grew up in the era where it wasn't a lot of cable and stuff like that. So we had to read. And so that's practices that I still do. I love the audiobooks because a lot of times I need to multitask. So to be able to listen to something and learn rather than pausing and reading, I love that they offer that now. Okay, so here's some podcasts that Mr. Patrick, the author, he recommends to do. It says stuff that you should know. And it's an entertaining and educational podcast where the hosts, Chuck and Josh, they dissect a new topic every episode. Or the second one is This Is Your Life. And it's by Michael Hyatt's show, which is dedicated to intentional leadership. This is good. And in his own words, Michael's goal is to help you live with more passion and work with greater focus and lead with extraordinary influence. So these are the 2 podcasts that Patrick, the theorist, recommended. Stuff you should know, and This Is Your Life. Okay. So then he said there's another one, The School of Greatness. Oh, I like that. The School of Greatness, which helps you find out what makes great people great. Lewis Lewis, and his last name is Howes. He interviews the most brilliant business minds, world-class athletes, and influential celebrities in the world. So that last podcast was The School of Greatness. I like that. So I wasn't moving my PowerPoint while I was talking, but we have come to the close of this tonight. I've chosen, I have chosen to talk about Dare to Dream, and this week on career and education, because there are some people, we are experts at talking ourselves out of doing things, and we need to learn how to counteract that and start talking ourselves into doing things, why we should do it, why we should try it. You know, a lot of times you don't know if you really will succeed at something until you try it, even if you wind up failing. The best, the most successful people are the ones that failed because they figured out. Hey, CJ, how you doing? I didn't see you over there on YouTube. Hey, CJ. But the most successful people, they failed. They failed several times before they became successful. And so failure is a part of becoming successful. So again, I have dedicated this month, Dare to Dream, with different subtopics on. It doesn't matter if you always wanted to travel somewhere, if you wanted to learn a new skill, a new activity, if you wanted to step out and learn a new craft, something that will maybe help you move into a better career or your dream career, or get a raise on your job, become move into a supervisor position or even a director's position. Dare to dream, step out and do it. You don't have to spend a lot of money anymore on educating yourself. You Tonight was dedicated to showing so many different creative ways that we can learn how to educate ourselves without spending a ton of money and without losing a lot of time. Without losing a lot of time. So dare to dream, guys. Step out and do it. I'm always trying to find a way to educate myself and always moving to the next level. One of the things I wanted to share with you all, and this is going to take a little time for me, but this is career-wise for me, because y'all know I wear many hats. I'm a degree psychologist, and I'm also an artist. I'm a singer, and I do different things. But I'm getting ready to either go through Udemy on one Khan Academy, one of these, and I'm gonna just pay a little bit of money to learn how to do music engineering, because that is very important for my career. If I ever had to sit down and record myself or stand up and record myself, I need to learn how to work the equipment. I need to know how to put my different layers on music, and I don't know how to do that. So this is one of the things that I'm going to educate myself in. I'm gonna go on and get the buy the program that I need, which is not expensive. I already researched that. It don't cost a lot of money. I know I could do it with GarageBand, which is already on my iPhone, but I want to learn it on something different. So I'm not going to learn it on Pro Tools. I'm going to learn it on a different some. And those other musicians, you know what I'm talking about. But I'm getting ready to invest in myself and teach myself how to become an audio engineer, because it is imperative for me to have that freedom and diversity as an artist, as a singer. I'm a producer, but I'm not an audio engineer. I write my music, I produce my music, I arrange my music. The next thing for me to do to come up higher is for me to be able to learn how to work the equipment, the mixing boards, the engineering, all of that boards. So I'm about to do this. I'm encouraging you all, but I'm taking my own advice. I'm daring to dream and educating myself in audio engineering. So within probably by the next time I come, because I come on, Counsel Today is every 3 months. So this is November, December, January, February. In February, I should be able to show y'all what I've learned in the last 3 months when it comes to audio engineering. So I'm not just encouraging you all to step out on faith and educating yourself in something that you've always wanted to do. I'm doing it myself. Just like last week with learning a new craft, I stepped out on faith and bought a sewing machine. But next week, I'm going to show you something that I sewed by hand on my sewing machine. So everything that I'm talking about, and I'm encouraging you all to do. I'm doing it first. Okay, I'm doing it first. But we're not going. We're moving into the New Year's resolution season. We're going to turn this around and call it the New Year's reality season. We're getting ready to move into our New Year's reality. First week we talked about Dare to Dream travel. I went ahead and booked for the top of the year, booked the cruise. I haven't taken a cruise since before the pandemic. It's been 3 years. And I'm stepping out on faith, and I went ahead and booked the cruise for the top of the year. The second week, like I said, learning a new craft, a new skill. I stepped out on faith and purchased a sewing machine. Y'all gonna see next week something that I've sold and I've created for myself. This week, I'm telling you, step out on faith, dare to dream with a career or educating yourself. Well, I'm gonna show y'all my mixing board that I'm gonna purchase, and I already have my microphone and all that stuff. And by the next time I come on, because I'm realistically, it's going to take a little time for me to learn and understand audio engineering. But I bet you I'll know a whole lot more in 3 months when I come back in February, and I'll be able to show y'all. And then next week's subtitle is going to end with relationships. Okay. And then I'm gonna tell you about some new relationships and new friendships that I've just stepped into, and meeting people and stuff. So whatever I do with encouraging you all, whatever I do it first. I don't just talk it, but I live it first. I live it first. CJ, he's on YouTube. He's not on Facebook with us, but he's on YouTube listening right now. I don't personally know CJ, but I stepped out on faith a few years back when he contacted me, inboxed me. He's way younger than I am, but he is I call him family, or he's a family, like that, family. That's who he is to me, because I stepped out on faith a few years ago and I answered his inbox, and he's been just as sweet as he want to be. We inbox each other. We have not met personally, but that's dare to dream, stepping out on faith, meeting new people. And he's been so sweet to me, so sweet to my family since I stepped out on faith and answered his inbox. And we chat back and forth. It's been the last few years. And this is what we're going to be encouraging each other for. I'm sorry. Come here for a minute, guys. Listen, Cousin Alicia, I want you to see the grown folk. I know this is Counsel today. Come over and say hi to Cousin Alicia. Come here, Poppy. Look, I got these two of the grown folk is here, so I want them to say hello. Come around. Yeah, we're going to, you eat that. No, I'm gonna eat a little bit too, but we can say, hey, this is guys, y'all know it's Thanksgiving, so we getting ready for Thanksgiving. Bend down a little bit, Tommy, so you can say hi to Cousin Alicia, your auntie Alicia. And then Poppy's here too. So this is the grown folk. Y'all know we getting ready for Thanksgiving, guys. So they came over tonight. And Poppy, you said hi? Okay, Poppy's here. Okay. She said hey. So I'm gonna end this. And y'all have a happy Thanksgiving. I will see y'all next Sunday and next Monday for our final week of Dare to Dream. Listen, I hope that this month's session has been helpful to the viewers, and that you all step out on faith. Don't go into 2023 saying I'm gonna do a New Year's resolution. Go into 2023 saying I'm gonna do a New Year's reality. I have my cousin on here from California. She done stepped out on faith with me when it come Dare to Dream to travel, and she traveling with me top of the year on the cruise. Woo! Okay, she's stepping out on faith doing it too. So again, dare to dream. Whether it's with traveling, whether it's with learning a new activity or skill, whether it's with your career or education. And then next week, we're moving into relationship. Dare to dream. Don't make it a New Year's resolution. Make it a New Year's reality. So I'm going to show y'all this takeaway really quickly. The final words. The quote says, in order to stay relevant, you have to stay open to new trends and keep educating yourself. You have to keep evolving. And that's by Natalie Massenet. Natalie Massenet. I might be saying her name wrong. Okay. So again, she says, and then the final words of formal education will make you a living. Self-education will make you a fortune. So that's the final words for tonight. Formal education will make you a living, but self-education will make you a fortune. And that's by Jim Rohn. Okay. All righty there. So let me show you. I have to say this because this is Counsel of the Day with Shanrae. So let me go back for my fellow theorists. This is where I got my teachings from on this evening. So you can go back and you can review it for yourselves, my fellow counselors and theorists. All righty then. All right. So if there is a past counsel of the day with Shanrae that you have missed, you can go to my YouTube channel at Shanrae Price. Please like, subscribe, and select any past series that you would like to watch. Also, I'm a professional one-on-one counselor. So if you're interested in professional one-on-one counseling services, feel free to contact me via my Facebook Messenger at Shanrae Owens or via my email at shanraecherieprice@gmail.com. I'm a lifestyle strategist, and my aim is to aid you in your life's goals and your life's dreams. I would like to thank y'all for being with me this week. We're finishing up week 3, Dare to Dream, Education and Careers. And next week, next Sunday and Monday are my final weeks for this month and for the year of Dare to Dream. And then y'all know I do this every 3 months, so then I will return February 2023. But I will see y'all next Sunday and next Monday, same time, 9 p.m., different subtopic. Okay. Have a wonderful Thanksgiving, everybody. God bless and good night.